Good evening, live at 5. Hello, Stitches. Hi. Hello. Hello, hello. We're a little bit skewy. Let's just try and get leveled up. Checking that both cameras are doing what they're supposed to be doing. Hi, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. How are we all on this Friday evening? It's still a tiny little bit light outside, which is nice, isn't it? Just nice to see just a little fraction of daylight. I managed to get home the other night and it actually still be light, which was nice. Hi everyone. Hello Sue. Hello Grace. Hi Nick. Hello. We all good? Happy Friday to you too. Just give it a moment and then we'll have a chat. Hi Julie. Oh, thank you. Like the cardie. Been wearing the cardie all day for coziness. It's still cold, isn't it? It's still not that warm yet. Oh, I'm glad you received your parcel, Carol, and thank you for the lovely review from John. That was really nice. Hope you're both feeling better. Hi, everyone. Right, shall we get stuck in? There's a few of you on now, so I'm really nervous. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I've been plotting this for ages, and if I hadn't given it away or you hadn't guessed, we've got some kits. Yay! So for a little bit of context, back in November last year when I was getting ready to go to the Harrogate show, I was thinking about possibly putting a few kits together, and I bought some boxes to make kits up, but I never had the chance to really sort of get them put together, and I wanted to put a little bit more thought behind how I was going to brand them and how I was going to present them to you. So fast forward to now, and I've been thinking about this since January, and I did want to get one launched in January, but I couldn't quite get all the bits and pieces that I was looking for. So we're having two for the price of one. You're having January and February's all in one go. So you've got two options to look at this evening. So also part of the backstory, the name came from, obviously, everything that I send out is either purple or pink. Purple's a huge part of my branding. It's my very favourite colour. I had purple bridesmaids, if you were wondering. Well, not actual bridesmaids, their dresses were purple. But lovely Hayley, I don't think I've seen her join, but that's so Hayley. She tagged me in an Instagram post one day that said how she was so pleased to receive her purple package of happiness, and I was like, oh, I love that. So I have run with it, and I've decided that the kit boxes are going to be called purple packages, to the extent that I got my lovely graphic designer to make us a logo. So here we have purple packages with a pink bow on top. So these are the boxes, because obviously this is very important. The box that they arrive in is very important, and I'm going to sort of get them stickered up and things, but I spent such a excessive amount of time trying to find boxes that came in the correct shade of purple, so there we go. Just so you know the kind of thing that I spend my time working on. So we've got two kits to have a look at this evening, and the first of which that I'm going to show you is for the new release from Noodlehead, which is the Oxbow tote, which I was explaining to you last week that I'm going to have a go at making myself. I've got my bag cut out, and then I've made up just a small selection for now, so these are limited edition. Just to see how it goes, I figured we'll just go around the shop and pull together a kit, because that's what I do as my day job anyway. When people come into the shop, I help them put together a kit for the project that they want. So this is me just doing it in advance for you. And I think in particular when it comes to the bag making supplies, they are quite complex in terms of all of the findings. So yeah, that to me felt like a natural place to start. Plus, this Oxbow tote is really cool. So I'm going to show you the pattern. Just hold on, let me just quickly catch up on comments. Oh God. Oh, I need to email you back, Jen. Yes, I'm sorry. I was really quick to email you this morning about, in fact, I will show you my book farm tote later if I get a minute. So This is the Oxbow Tote, and I think I showed you a picture of this last week. It comes in 2 sizes, and the kit is all spec'd out to make the larger one. The only difference, there's a few inches difference in size between the two. You've got the regular sized one and the overnight. The kit will cover you to make either, basically, but the zipper in particular is 24 inches long, which fits the overnight. However, if you did want to do the smaller one, you could just tuck the ends of the zipper in or shorten it. So, oh, there's Hayley. Hi Hayley, we were just, I was just explaining that the name that you named the kit boxes, they're called purple packages because of your purple package of happiness. Thank you. I would give you commission, but I can't afford to. Okay, so that's the pattern, and obviously the pattern is included in the kit, and then we've got 3 choices. Yes, you've made it. We've got 3 choices in terms of fabrics. Now, there's quite a lot of stuff goes into one of these kits, as I've discovered. And I am waiting on a few items coming into stock next week to complete them fully. So then they're like 99% there, but we're just waiting on a little bit of hardware. That's it, hardware coming in. You tell I'm nervous. So I'm just going to pull the bits out of here, and I'll show you the fabric choices for option 1. So this is very similar to the one that I'm making, but slightly different in terms of the zip and the lining and things. And the second one that I'm going to show you, I made it up and I'm like, could I make another one for myself? Because I actually prefer that to what I'm sewing at the moment. So, okay, so for the main fabric, we've got this lovely, I'll just get the pattern so I can show you. The main fabric is quite literally the main part of the bag. We've got the Aztec cotton canvas, which is this part. So the main part of the bag will be this one. And then for the accent, which covers the pocket on the front and the base, we've got this lovely red poppy coloured canvas, which tones in nicely. So that's very similar to what I'm making. And then for the lining, we've got this sort of dusty yellow organic cotton. So I think that ties in really, really nicely with this one. It really picks the colours up. And then when we put that with, we've got this sort of very sort of beigey taupey web in there just to tie them together, and the stone coloured zipper. Now I think that's really nice. That sort of balances the colours down. I've made a mess of my kit now. The zippers are lovely. The pattern does ask for just a 24-inch zip, but I've decided to sort of elevate it a little bit by going with these 2-way zippers, because I think they're just really nice, and I love the quality of the hardware on these. So just really, really finish it off. So you've got a 24-inch zip in there as well. And then to coordinate, if I haven't lost all the bits, I'd never get a job on Blue Peter. To coordinate, we've got the antique brass hardware, which matches the zip. And I'm just waiting for the little triangle D-rings to come back into stock. So that's the part that's missing. So that's option 1. We've got Aztec and red, and each kit has 2 spools of Gutermann inside. So the red, for example, you could sew like the main body of the bag and the pocket, and then the beige would be nice for working on the handles and possibly the lining. So I personally wouldn't want to sew that lining with a red thread. So gone with 2 Gutermanns, because I think it's those little touches that help. So that's option 1. Let me know what you think. You're back on the bus. I love that you're watching on the bus. Okay, so option 2, I think if I had to pick one, it would be this one. I don't know why I'm saying this, because you're going to take them away from me now. Again, we have our pattern. Option 2 is the beautiful Exotics cotton canvas, and this is the one that I teased on my stories earlier this week. And obviously, knowing me, you know that these are my colours. So these are the 3 fabrics together. We have for the main body of the bag, we've got the Exotics canvas, which is just simply beautiful, isn't it? Every time I pull this out, I'm like, oh, look at those colours. And then we've got the lavender canvas for the accent pocket and for the base. So really, really love that combination together. Now, when I was planning this, I first thought that the lilac webbing would be the one, but it really doesn't go. So I've gone with this lovely mulberry shade of webbing. This is just the sample that I have from the supplier, but this is coming in next week to complete the kits. But I think this is just so elegant, just really, really classy. I think there's somebody outside holding a cat. Oh my god, sorry. Yeah, so absolutely love how that just sort of mutes it down a little bit. And then for the lining, we've got this organic cotton in mauve. So again, just really, really well coordinated. I don't know how you feel, but I think if you've got a very busy print on the majority of the exterior, I don't really want the lining to be popping off too much either. I think the lining at that point needs to chill out. So I love that particular combination. I'm just obsessed with it. So much so I'm wondering if I could squeeze another one out. Zip wise, again, we've got the two-way zipper covered in threads, but this time it's black, which really sort of coordinates well with the fabric. And again, we've got that antique brass finish on there. However, the teeth are shinier on this one, so for hardware I've opted to go with the bright brass because I just feel like this print is a little bit more luxe, if you will. It's a little bit more elevated, so I think the bright brass really just lifts that and gives it a slightly more upmarket finish. I don't know. Yes, you can pre-order. I've set them on the website to go live at 5 o'clock, so they should be there right now. So, so bright brass hardware to go with that one. It is very Ted Baker, yes, it is. But not Ted Baker prices. And then finally we've got your two shades of Gutermann to go here. Obviously just a simple black for doing the exterior work and the zip. And then we've got a coordinating purple, which just sits beautifully between the two, the lining and the exterior. So you get away with that for... Obviously if you wanted to add additional threads to sort of further match your fabric, you can do. Also, in terms of the boring parts, if you will, all of the interfacing is included as well. So you've got Vilene G700, which is the fusible woven interfacing. As Noodlehead's patterns are American, they obviously come with like Pellon suggestions, American brands, which we don't really tend to stock over here. And I stock Vilene, so I've worked out what the equivalents are. And G700 is your, I think it's SF520 or something. That's the equivalent for the fusible woven. Love that. And also we've got fusible fleece. This is not Vilene fusible fleece. This is one that I get from my supplier, which costs a lot less, but is excellent. And I put that in my own bags before and it's great. It's somewhere between Vilene H630 and 640, if you know your numbers. It's nice. It's not too over squishy. So we've got those, and then on the way to complete the kits, we've got another Vilene one, which is just a small strip for the base, which I think, I can't remember the number, but it's a firm one to make that sort of quite firm base. So that's option 2, which is your favourite so far. 1 or 2? Let me know. Pop that away. I'm going to have to retidy all these. Okay, and then finally, we're going to have a look. A vote for 2. I wonder if you can put a poll on here. Can I do that? Does anyone know? Oh, it's split. I like it. Well, let's have a look at option 3. Third and final option is what I would like to call the sensible choice. It's a bit more muted. Obviously those two prints are quite, woo, they're out there, aren't they? So this one's a little bit more, don't know, I want to say dulled down, but that's not the right word. It's just a bit more sensible. So for the main body of the bag on this one, we've got the navy stripe cotton canvas. So this has a kind of a stone coloured background with navy stripes on it, almost like a denim. It's very, very nice. And originally I thought, oh, that would go with the navy cotton canvas. However, I put it with the sage green, and I don't know how this is going to show up on camera, but really, really beautiful together. They just look very soft, very subtle. So somebody's jumped for free already. I love it. But I think that's just going to have quite a classic sort of toned down look. If you were walking through the airport with that as your hand luggage, it wouldn't be quite as whoop whoop, look at my bag. This is the way my mind works, I tell you, it's not coherent. And for the lining, I've got a cotton poplin this time, and swapped a free. This is the sage green cotton poplin, so it's very, very similar to the accent fabric, which will be for the pocket and the base. But just nice, subtle, gentle colours together there. Oh wow, loads for free. That's really surprised me, because when I was packing them up, some hardware going, when I was packing them up, I thought, I'm not sure if anybody's going to like free. It looks a bit boring. Just goes to show. Options. So those are your free fabrics. And then to pick out the navy blue, we've got, somebody's bought one. Who's bought one? Fess up. We've got the two-way zipper again, but this time in navy with the antique brass pulls on it. And again, gonna go with the antique brass hardware for this one, just to keep that sort of gentle 1, 2 and 3, good for you. Just to keep that sort of gentle colour scheme down. So really pleased with those. Oh, and the webbing as well is going to be navy blue. So really, really like that. I'm glad you like it. Good. I'm so pleased. I just love these zips. They're just really, really nice. So I've got a few more bits and pieces on the way to complete those, and those are your two threads there. We've got the sage green for your lining and your pocket, and the navy for any stitching that needs doing around the webbing and the zip. And that should see you through for the remainder of there. Rich, I've been showing them and you've been missing it. Right, so that is all 3 of the Oxbow bag kits. I'm gonna have some tea and recover myself. I don't know why I've got so nervous this afternoon. I was like, no one's gonna like these. Do you ever get like, I just get so fed up of being stuck in my own head sometimes. It's ridiculous. The imposter syndrome it's on one at the moment. Okay, let's move these out of the way, and we will just have a little look at getting the next selection of things lined up. I should also say that I have a couple of spare copies of the pattern, which I've listed. So if you just want the pattern and you've got bits of fabric of your own you want to make it up in, I do have a couple of those in the new arrivals section. Okay. But once again, for the logo, can we? I had 3 logos made up actually. He's made us a new logo for Social Stitchers, which is lovely. So I'll be showing the girls that tomorrow. And for another little project that I've got planned for later on in the year in the workshop. So love the bags, but do you do dressmaking kits too? Yes, I do. So I actually had intended on putting this kit together first, but I kind of got myself stuck in a loop with picking bits and pieces, and it's just taken me a little bit longer than I expected. So this one is for, and I have told you that I'm doing this. This one is for the Cashmerette Stanton hoodie. So if you recall, a couple of weeks ago we've got the organic sweatshirting fabrics in. These are the Stanton hoodie in kit form. So purple's your favourite colour too, yay! So you can choose from either size range, and it was really important to me in putting together these kits, and especially the first one. Are they really? Oh my gosh. It was just really important to me that I went for something that's size inclusive. It's just, patterns are just so difficult, paper patterns in particular, with the size inclusivity, and Cashmerette's just incredible for that, aren't they? So we can choose between the 0 to 16 and the 12 to 32 size ranges. The best way to work out which one you want is to get onto Cashmerette's website, pop your measurements in, and they tell you which size to make. So that will be listed as an option. I have gone with all of the gear to make View B, which is the zip up. I've had quite a lot of people in the shop asking about making zip up hoodies, and I figured that if you're going to make a regular hoodie, you don't need quite as many sort of bits and bobs, and I figured if I'm going to do a kit, let's do it for the thing that needs more stuff. And if you do want to get the kit and just put the zip to one side for another project and make the regular version, you can do. So you've got both options basically. Now I've put this together in all 4 colourways of the organic sweatshirt. I actually bought 2 lots. I bought some to put on the website for sale, which has been up for a couple of weeks, and I bought some for kits. So I will quickly show you what's inside the box, inside your purple package. Woo! Okay, so we've got, this is the spiced coral. I think that colour's showing up quite nice on camera. It's pink, but it's not pink. It's definitely got that corally tinge to it, more of a reddy pink. I think that this hoodie in particular is going to be perfect for spring and summer evenings. You know, the kind of thing where maybe you're out about in the garden, you're having a glass of wine outside, and you just want to pop on a light layer. It's not over thick, it's just, yeah, it's just nice. We need jumpers all year round, don't we? I would definitely wear this if I was going on holiday. I'd wear it to fly, that kind of thing. So just, I don't think that it's a wintry make at all. I think it's very spring summer. So we've got your main fabric here, we've got the coordinating ribbon, and then we've got all of the kits have cream in for the hood lining. It just looks nice. Trust me, I've had every colour off the shelf. And then we've got a white zip, because I think that little pop of white is just gonna hoodies and wine. Yes, absolutely. You've sprung me there, like hoodie on and wine in my garden. Happy days. I am looking forward to it. Yep, so that little pop of white's just really gonna, it's just gonna lift it. It's gonna look nice. Zips, in particular open-ended zips, are very difficult to coordinate in colours, so I think it's better to go with a good contrast than it is trying to get one that's a bad match, if you know what I mean. So you've got those 3. We've got draw cord for around the neck, you've got your coordinating spool of thread, and we've got a little bit of Vilene, of Lieselina it's called, H640, not 640, 609 knit interfacing for the band. I'm just waiting on some twill tape for the back of the neck to come in next week, and that will be these complete. So that's spiced coral, and that's everything that you need in there to make your own hoodie. I have cut out my own, because I'm going to sew one, and I'm going to film a bit of a sew along for YouTube as well. So okay, we will move on to the next colour, and this is the colour that I have picked. I think I'm going to lose my voice tonight. Okie doke. Now this one's my personal favourite. This is the blue, and I have showed you these fabrics before, but there's something about when they're folded up in a nice little cuddly parcel. Okay, so that's the blue, and then again we have the coordinating ribbon, and we have and we have the cream as well. So I think this almost has like a nautical vibe to it, like a semi sort of seaside feel. And again, I think that sort of summery holiday sort of feel to it, coordinating thread, and the same bits and pieces just to keep it consistent. So you've got the same in each kit but a different colour. So I won't go through the entire contents of each one. We're not done yet, don't go picking yet, you know, we haven't finished. Your third option is the turquoise green. So again, we've got all of the same things here, but with that beautiful, it isn't mint, is it? It really is a turquoisey green. Just does what it says on the tin. And finally, there's just boxes everywhere. Finally, we've got good old sensible grey. There we go. Because, you know, not everybody wants a bright colour, and grey is exceptionally wearable. I have a manky grey hoodie that I wear every time I go to the gym in the morning, and I think it would be much nicer if it was like this. So, the green is it? Well, do you know what I did? Because I'm a bit of a geek. I actually did a bit of research into Pantone colour palettes for spring, and kind of loosely picked my colours based off that, because if I had to pick spring colours, I'd just pick pastels, and I don't think pastels always necessarily work. So yeah, that's the Stanton kits. Let me know which you think you would like, although it looks like you're already pouring in with your comments there. I can't wait to get stuck into sewing mine. I cut it out yesterday actually, and I'm hoping next week to get a little bit of time to film. I think I might actually close the shop one morning, like on Thursday morning or something, and do some filming then when it's quiet. Now then, if Jen's still on, I will quickly show her my bag. One sec. I'm back. Just by way of special request, Jen was emailing me about the Buck Fawn tote this morning, another noodle head pattern. And this is the Pacific cotton canvas with the muted rainbow webbing. So she was asking me if they went together. I'm like, yes they do, I've already sewn it. So I hope that's helpful for you. Okay, so there we go. That is purple packages. I hope you like them. Yeah, I think I've just stressed myself out over it when I didn't need to. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. So the big question is what comes next? What do we want to see in kit form next? I would love to know. I am thinking maybe a blouse. I know we've talked about this before on lives, maybe something like the patterner. So you've ordered a number 2 bag kit, thank you. Can a beginner make a bag? Absolutely, yes. Yes, you can. I think, does she give like a difficulty? She does say intermediate. However, the one thing I would say about Anna's patterns is she does really, really good. Nobody ever seems to make, oh, we could do men's kits, absolutely. Mr. Stitches would like that. She does really, really good sew-along videos. When I made the Buck Fawn, I used her sew-along video and it was brill, and she's got one out for this one. So I would never try to replicate that as such. I might film myself sewing it, but she does a much better job of showing all of the techniques. So if you've got some sewing confidence and you want to give it a bash, I would say go for it, definitely. Anything with loads of faffy hardware, yes. Yeah, exactly. I think that bag making is much easier than dressmaking. Right, so a bit of menswear then. The other thing I was thinking of was possibly sort of, I think we've talked about this a long time ago, was kind of little like jersey packs, maybe in terms of sort of selections of small amounts of jersey for t-shirts, that kind of thing. But you just have to let me know your thoughts. I'm really open to feedback for what you want to see, you know, if there's particular patterns or themes or whatever. But anyway, I hope you like them. Right, does anybody want to see anything else while I'm here before I pop off for the evening? I've got to I've got to go and tidy up now because the back of the shop is chaos, and we've got social stitches tomorrow, which is lovely. It's been 3 weeks, I think, since the girls have been in, and I've really missed everybody. So it really, really lifts my spirits, does social stitches on a Saturday. So that's going to be lovely tomorrow. Kids wear. Yeah, that's a good option. Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah. Well, with the jersey, I was thinking, like, if you're making a t-shirt, you generally don't need the full 1.5 meters, do you? Like, maybe 1.25 meters of like 3 or 4 colours that sit nicely together. Maybe like a spring pack again. Can I show the navy? It's actually a teal green. It just might not be showing up very well, but that's the buckthorn tote. I don't have this pattern in at the minute, but I'll have to get it again. But yeah, in terms of like wardrobe builders for t-shirts, yep, Stitch and Bitch. That'll be us tomorrow. Definitely. I need to go and buy some chocolate biscuits because over the last 3 weeks I've systematically been demolishing the box by myself. And then the kids got into it last weekend when I was wallpapering, so they ate most of the Tunnocks caramels. Okay. Oh, good. Well, thank you everybody for your very, very kind feedback. I don't know why I got myself so wound up there. I think sometimes I let these ideas percolate in my head for far too long, and then yeah, and then I end up putting it off and not doing it. So thank you everybody for all of your feedback. Thank you for those that have managed to check out within the space of this live. That is incredible. I'll be getting I don't know why I was worried in it, because I think I'm just crackers. I really do not I probably don't have as much confidence as you think I do, so I do second guess myself a lot of the time, and then I think, oh, that's a great idea, and then after a bit I'm like, is it? Or is it just... Please tell me if you can relate to those sorts of feelings, because yeah, imposter syndrome is definitely my biggest enemy. Also, just as a side note, if you did vote for me on the Stitch Industry Awards, thank you so much. It was the biggest surprise. I literally was not expecting that at all. So yeah, thank you. What a delight that was. And I'll leave it at that. I'm going to go off and go home and see the kids after I've cleaned up. So thanks everybody. All the kits should be live on the website now. And happy sewing. Have a wonderful weekend. I hope you get a little bit of sunshine. Thanks guys. Bye bye.